Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning and welcome back from our 3-day weekend.
And I learned how our students can get a head start on their career.
And I have updates on StuCo from fundraisers to new class officers.
And I have all you need to know from sports over the weekend.
All this plus your daily announcements. I'm Bailey Staten.
And I'm Abby Franklin, and NHSTV Live starts right now. CTE students, National Technical Honor Society has sent out emails inviting certain students to join the NTHS. Please check your email and fill out the application and pay your membership fees as soon as possible if you're interested. Everything is due on Friday, February 22nd, and if you have any questions, please see Ms. Tran in room 728 or email her at ptran@nisttx.org.
If you are interested in entering the healthcare field, then HOSA is for you. They have weekly meetings in room 830 every Tuesday during Invest, so make sure to stop by and see what it's all about.
While we're on the subject of careers, another one that you can get a head start on is a job in education. Our campus has a one-of-a-kind experience that lets you teach a class rather than having someone teach it to you. I went out and got the story.
The education and coaching program ran by Ms. Hamby allows students to travel to elementary schools and actually in turn to get real classroom experience they can take with them when they graduate.
So in our education and coaching pathway, they learn how to become a teacher or a coach or any other job really in the education field. We have intro classes for their freshman and sophomore years, and then classes where they go to elementary school as an internship their junior and senior year.
Students are here second and third period, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is where they get the chance to work with the kids. This involves leading story time, helping kids on homework assignments, grading papers, and most importantly, bonding and making connections to inspire kids to want to learn. Which this is, according to students, their favorite part of the program.
Being with them and helping them out helps them feel like they're cared about.
My favorite part is going to the elementary school and seeing the kids' faces whenever I walk into the room. So it's fun to help others and make differences in their lives.
After you write your name and the date.
It's a lot of fun, but it also gives you a lot of insight on what you're supposed to do as a teacher and what a normal day would look like.
My favorite part is definitely like creating bonds with the kids, because I have a bunch of kids that like see me like outside of work and they're like, oh hey Miss Tord, I'm like, hey.
My favorite part of this class is working with the kids and like having that teacher-student relationship.
Probably seeing the kids light up whenever it like finally clicks in them, where they like actually understand something. That's really cool. So like that's what really makes me want to be a teacher.
This class also offers students to attend field trips to various types of learning environments throughout the year, like the OLC and the AT&T Stadium. If you're interested in partaking in a career in education, this is definitely the class for you. Any questions you have, visit Ms. Hamby in room 817 to get information you need to join the program for next year.
So if students are interested, if you are a current sophomore or junior, please stop by and see me. There is an education internship form that students will have to complete. It is 2 periods of the day, so it's second and third period. We like for them to have child development or our principal's education class, but if you'll come see me, we sign up for the form, then you'll be able to talk with your counselors and we can get you scheduled to be in the class for next year.
For NHSTV, I'm Abigail Franklin.
And we're going to put them in.
Thanks, Abby. Now don't forget, Anyone wanting to try out for cheer must attend a parent meeting tonight at 6 p.m. in the Student Union. Please bring something to write with, an electronic device, a physical dated after February 1st, and a copy of your first semester report card. It is extremely important that you attend, otherwise you will not be able to try out for cheer.
Speaking of mandatory, seniors, in order to receive your diploma at the end of the year, you need to pay all of your fines. Go to any of the people on the screen in order to pay your fines. It is important that you do them as soon as possible. Moving on from one class to all of them, class officer packets have been collected and elections are fast approaching. Now it is time for this week's edition of StuCo Corner.
Good morning, Texans. I'm here with StuCo representatives Jonathan and Riley. So I know that the Top Golf Tournament is this Sunday. Can you recap everything on that?
Yeah, so it's this Sunday, 1 to 4, $60, all the food and drinks you can eat and drink. And then you just bring your money whenever you get there.
Sounds like a great deal. So moving on to school news, I know PALS is in need of applications. Do you have any information on that?
So if you're a sophomore or junior this year, your application is due in room 636 by Friday. It does take up 2 class periods, so you need to check your schedule to make sure you have room.
Okay, so I know the elections are this month. Can you give us more information on that?
So in the next week or two, we'll have elections. And if you're interested in running for student body or class positions, you can turn your application in to room 636, and the class of 2022 is in a big need for officers.
Okay, so I know that there's a District 3 convention. What is that about?
So this Saturday we have a leadership conference to go to for our district of student councils, and basically it's just a day of leadership activities. And so if you'd be interested in something like that and you're wanting to get involved for next year, it's $20 for this Saturday.
Okay, well, Texans, you heard it. There are so many events to be involved in. And speaking of events to be involved in, Shelby has all the sports you need to know.
Thanks, Clover. Got a big announcement for you guys. The Texan basketball playoffs are tonight. We will face off against Birdville at 7:30 in South Lake Carroll. Tickets for tonight's game will be $3 for students and $5 for adults. Moving on to some results from over the weekend, the girls and boys soccer team played on Friday against Braswell and would lose 2-0, and the girls would lose to the Bengals 1-0. Both teams will play again tonight against Little Elm at 7:15. Boys will be at home and the girls will be away. Elizabeth Laupuis and Michaela Ryan traveled to Austin, Texas this past weekend to compete in the state swimming and diving competition. Michaela finished 17th overall in diving, and Elizabeth finished 10th in her 200 freestyle and 14th in her 100 freestyle. Elizabeth also broke her own record in the school in the 100 freestyle with a time of 53.92 seconds. Congratulations on an amazing season. All right, I'll see you guys back here on Friday for a special highlight on our tournaments from over the weekend. Back to you guys. That's cool. Yeah.
I think that it's so awesome that they made it to playoffs again.
I know. I'm really excited. Last year we got like shirts, cheering. Yeah.
I know. I went to the state game and it was actually really fun to like see them. So I hope we get to go do it again.
Yeah, we probably will. Sure. I'm calling it.
On tomorrow's show, we have a story on a teacher who teaches her students how to act in class.
And to celebrate wrestling going to state, tomorrow's Spirit Day will be superhero themed. So make sure to dress up and support our state-bound athletes.
Have a great Tuesday. This has been NHSTV Live.